Hello and welcome along to the PSG campus for this friendly match between Paris Saint-Germain Espoir and West Ham United. The visitors here looking for some competitive action as they prepare for the playoff campaign in Premier League 2. West Ham's domestic season concluded last week, finishing the season with a 1-1 draw at Middlesbrough. It was an end of the campaign that wasn't the most satisfactory. A couple of defeats in there as well, just 2 points from that last 4 games off the back of a really impressive run beforehand. No surprise to see West Ham go strong this morning in their bid to regain some momentum. It will be a stern test, this PSG side, mostly made up of under-19s from last season that did win the French national championship. It is officially an under-23s team. We're expecting them to be full of quality. The same can be said, of course, of West Ham, who are looking to progress further in the playoffs this post-season than last term when they lost to Sunderland in the quarter-finals. And we will bring you the team, starting with the hosts in this beautiful complex in Paris. And it's Louis Mouquet in goal, in the back four of Yoram Zaïg, Noham Kamara, Nawafel El Hanak and Thomas Cordier. The captain, Ibrahima Diaby, partners Vanquer Dianu Nzinga in midfield. And the attacking quartet is Lenny Lancoso, Yanni Kafi, Quentin Njantu and Mohamedou Sangare. For West Ham, Finlay Herrick remains in goal, and Ryan Battram, who came off the bench against Middlesbrough on Friday, gets to start today. Herodis Golombekis and Ezra Myers are with Regan Clayton making up the rest of the back four. Preston Fearon plays. He's played mostly with the under-18s at the start of the season, but progressed through to the 21s. Kamarai Swire plays. He's contributed with plenty of goals this season. Lewis Ilford, who we've seen play for the seniors, is involved, as is Josh Ajala, Dan Rigger and Amika Adiele. So we are just 5 minutes from kick-off. Some youngsters on the bench for West Ham today. Maybe we'll see them get some experience. And a couple of players that have been out on loan in non-league also set to be involved as the teams make their way out. West Ham, as I mentioned, put a really good run together from January through February. They did just tail off towards the end of the campaign, so today is a great opportunity against quality opposition to put that right. They did finish 4th in Premier League 2, West Ham, so depending on how results go, with Liverpool and Aston Villa facing off on Friday, could be Everton, it could be Sunderland. First up for West Ham, but today it is PSG. And this Espoir team was only formed in October as they look to bridge the gap between the academy and the senior side. Some of these players have been involved in the UEFA Youth League and the National Championship this season. They know how to win. And West Ham looking to do the same, of course, in the post-season, but much as it is about performance today, they'll want to get the result too. An end to that winless run, which goes back to the beginning of March. It is an impressive facility. Lovely surface. Mark Robson will want to see some positive football from his players. Still is over a week until the playoffs get underway, so getting minutes into legs pivotal this afternoon in Paris, or this morning if you're watching from the UK. So we're all set. This time in their familiar claret and blue, get us underway. It will be interesting to see this clash of styles. Very talented PSG 11. West Ham been guilty of conceding too many goals in recent times. They shipped 5 against Palace 12 days ago. That was after conceding 3 against Leicester. They're looking to press from the front and pressurise PSG early doors, and they've stolen it high up the pitch and got an early shot off. Opportunity there for Orford. PSG perhaps caught by surprise. Orford just cut across it slightly too much. UK was relieved to see that go wide. But a positive start. And again, you see West Ham trying to win it high up. PSG have got to be careful. Looking to play their way out, but West Ham are swarming all over them. They'll eventually get it across to Cordier. Confidence booster for West Ham, being able to steal possession so easily, and they've done so again. Here is Cordier looking to settle the home side down. He just plays that one down the line. And that's easy enough for Herrick to come and gather, although he has got himself in a tangle. Gets the goal kick. Goal kick taking duties. It does eventually play it into midfield. Really brave pass into the centre circle. This time get on with it. The England under-19 international had an excellent season with West Ham. It's like a real star for the future for club and country. He's comfortable with the ball at his feet, laying it out there to Fearon. Catherine was just so short there. Colin Beckis.
Hello.
And that was a nice piece of play by Swire.
Yeah,
foul though.
As soon as there's a break in play.
Here's Lancoso. Cordier. And Jantu. West Ham's turn to sit deep and absorb PSG possession. Now they will press. Much better passing though from Paris Saint-Germain. 48. To Zayn. Nicely worked. Cuffy. And Orford getting back in. Orford, the man who had the best chance of this first 5 minutes. Could have been the ideal start for the Hammers. Orford, of course, who has featured for the senior team this term. One back by Clayton. There's Golombekis. Batram. Going for a little flick there, didn't quite come off for him. Play there from Zayn, but just wanted to play.
Excuse me. Why don't you make this? I see.
As I mentioned, West Ham did put together an excellent run at the start of 2025, 7 consecutive wins in Premier League 2. It's a pity they couldn't continue that right through to the end of the season. But 4th place in the regular season, still an excellent return. You can make the home advantage count in the first couple of rounds of the playoffs. Swire. And just that pass out to Batram, not quite coming off. Moments so far have come from this sort of situation, hunting PSG down. And doing so again, nearly forcing another mistake. They do force one, and it's Orford again looking to profit. And now it's Swire. Can't get the contact right on that shot. It's another opportunity that arose from PSG. Passing it around the back, West Ham looking to pounce. And do the same thing again. Away again. That time the referee got in the way. It falls though for Fearon. He's looking to get Orford in over the top. Just too much on it. So Lara dropped deep and help his team out there. Final ball didn't come off. Clayton can get it away. patient in possession. Paris Saint-Germain waiting for the opening. 11 players behind the ball for West Ham there. Again, seeing plenty of it at left back. Kamara. Again tried to take on his man, but it's West Ham who have it now with Theory. Ali can have a go. Swing back into the first touch on that ball across. Clear what West Ham's game plan is. They're happy for Paris Saint-Germain to have the ball in midfield. West Ham being made to play a bit quicker through midfield by PSG. Done so well here though. Once it goes, Ali. Yes, who's had an excellent season. Very highly rated defender. Into Orford, who showed some excellent feet and composure there. Ellie. Now Mayers again. To Swine. In that quarterback role. In by Adieli. Almost got another bite at the cherry. Unable to counter. Good spell from West Ham. Building some pressure of their own. Some nice positions to Batram. Looks for the return to Swire, and the opportunity was not converted. Ajala going in. Wondered if he might have taken that first time. Danger still not clear though. PSG survived, but only just. West Ham want a corner. Rigger disappointed that more wasn't made of that, but Batram's been heading forward at will. That was an excellent ball in to Ajala, who might regret not taking that first time. More encouragement from the English side. He's undoubtedly had the better chances. Again, forcing PSG back. Again, winning possession and the free kick in a dangerous spot. There's the effort from Rigger. Clean strike, just a foot wide of Mouquet's goal. Colin Beckis has gone forward for this one, as has Mayers. They've got some size in there, West Ham. press. And the second ball getting cleared away by PSG. Tries to get the attack alive, has to go back to Herrick. He goes direct. Beckus wins his duel. Stays forward. The run of Swire. This touch was heavy. A really good 5 minutes or so for West Ham. Chances for Orford, Ajala and Rigger already. Again, given away by PSG in their own area of the pitch. Looking to get Mancoso away in the transition, but there's an isolated figure at that. And that was short, and a cheap goal to give away. And against the run of play, it is Paris Saint-Germain who go in front. Fearon's back pass didn't have the required weight on it. Difficult moment for him. Herrick came out to try and make the intervention, but it is 1-0 to Paris Saint-Germain. And they can't get too downbeat about that, West Ham, because they have been on top. Fearon just sold his man short. Sangari making no mistake. Cordier. Jantu in here, isolated Batrim, who did well. And gets a decision. I wonder if that will be a momentum turner, because West Ham were building pressure. So easily have taken an early lead themselves. They do now have a deficit to overcome. That's nicely done from Ajala. Fearon looking to atone for his mistake. Now Rigger. And Beckus goes over. Continue with Orford. Nice feet from him again. So closed out there. And Beckus tried to play one in behind. Clayton to watch. His turn to stand firm. Zinga. West Ham just have to recompose and resettle. This is all, of course, about preparation for the playoffs. They are going to face difficult opposition if they do progress as far as they would like to. Orford. first time looking for the opposite fullback, Batram, who was offside. Minutes in, Paris Saint-Germain 1, West Ham 0. This is the Paris Saint-Germain Espoir team, which is made up mostly of the side that won the French National Championship a season ago. And a combination really of and Diaby, bringing Orford down. Bekis. Orford has had a big influence on the proceedings. Diaby looking to do the same. PSG are pushed backwards. Win it back and they can come forward now with pace. Bodies bursting forward. An important intervention from Batram. And he has had to be careful and wise and managed to a free kick and some respite. Was straight after him as soon as he received it. Mayers for dropping right in between the centre backs. And did well. And he's onto it again. Adieli helping him out. Dan Rigger moves it on for Adieli again. He's looking to play it in towards Batram, who has no second invitation to get into the box. That's out of play. West Ham starting to rebuild after falling behind. I think Mark Robson will still be relatively pleased with what he's seen. Interfering. Again, they're looking for Batram. Here's Orford. Wants to return and gets it. And equalises. Lovely move. Wonderful goal. And it's Lewis Orford. So often the architect. That time, the finisher. And it's a quick response from the Hammers. Lovely ball through from Swire. Orford picked his spot. And they are back on level terms, deservedly so. That was the finish of a striker from Orford. Has scored a few goals this season, 8 assists to his name for the under-21s. A very mature response to the disappointment of falling behind. This time, they've really acquitted themselves well. From Orford so far. All I aspects of his game. You can see why he's been in and around the first team squad at various points throughout the season. It's a good ball. And now Jantu can have another go at Battery. Goes on the outside and cuts it back into a good area, and it was an important block to deny PSG going straight back in front.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry.
They get the corner though. Really entertaining game. Both teams showing lots of attacking intent. Just looking to work space for the cross there was Kafi. It's a useful ball in as well. Evades everybody, comes all the way through to Cordier. He stands one up. It's claimed easily by Herrick. So we'll just settle West Ham down. Clayton. Taking his time. Swire. He had Batram in support. Batram will look to get one into the box. And all the way through to Adieli. Goal kick. West Ham might press from this situation. Keen to do so thus far. See them waiting to do just that, and they do with Ajala leading it. Okay, this time just played it out. They are struggling to work their way through into West Ham territory from goal kicks. Something that they'll want to address at half-time. Whether that is a case of going more direct or putting another body back there to provide the extra man as that goes out of play from Swire. Well worked. Nothing. Still a lot of West Ham bodies around them there. Back there with Orphan going down, renting the decision, not getting it. Rigger. Really positive from him. Just behind the Jala. Theo. Adieli. No Rigger. You just sense that West Ham are taking control. Lost out there though. PSG ultimately getting enough bodies in and around Fearon. Up to Cordier. So the same combination down the left hand side with Njantu now cutting in. Clayton was strong there up against Sambare. It's up towards Ajala, who wins his header and gets on the end of it. He's all alone for now and goes for goal. Couldn't wrap his foot around it how he intended. Great frontman play there from Ajala, winning the header, getting on the end of it. Support was arriving from Swire, but he couldn't resist, understandably so. Had a great chance, of course, earlier on from inside the 6-yard box. Getting himself in the right positions, Ajala, who has scored 10 goals in the 21s this season, 7 of those coming in the league. He's got a few for the under-18s as well, so been a good campaign for him. Jantu. Something to have more of an impact on this. Diaby. Zeg. Plays the advantage after Njantu went down. So no, he couldn't reach that. I wonder if the free kick might have been what PSG were looking for there, really. Just struggling to string as many passes together as they would like. West Ham doing a good job out of possession. Ajala again running in behind. Diaby. Providing the width this time is Cordier. This time back in their shape as the game settles into a pattern we saw when it was 0-0. PSG had some spells of possession, but they were very much like this. Quite comfortable for West Ham. It's West Ham who have it back now with Orphan. Lovely skill, gets it over to Swire. Keeping the drive inside, and it's Ajala, and it's 2-1. Fell kindly for Josh Ajala. He's had a couple of chances up to now. That time he made absolutely no mistake, giving Mouquet no chance. And on the balance of play, you have to say, West Ham a good value for this. Positive from Swire. Bit of fortune about how it fell to Ajala, but it was instinctive from that point onwards. And West Ham have come from a goal behind to lead here before half-time. Been very impressive out of possession, as I just said, and they did force the giveaway. They pounced on it. Orford with some lovely skill. He's been superb, as has Swire, and Ajala not bothered by those earlier missed chances. Makes it 2-1. energy that's been the difference. All over PSG. And they're trying to play their way out, which is not happening for them. West Ham doing a much better job getting the ball up the pitch and into the likes of Swire, who again is dancing his way through. This time he loses out. Gives another free kick, probably a good foul to give away. Might have seen a yellow card in a more competitive environment. Referee has a word with Swire, nothing more. As we move into the final 10 minutes of this first half, which has been a positive one for the Hammers. Not only cancelling out Sangare's open up, getting a lead of their own through Orford and Ajala. This time Clayton winning it back. Really clever feat. The free kick from Adieli. Had no interest in delivering the ball into the box there. They're going to keep possession. They've been very sharp. Clayton. Swire, who's popping up all over the place at the moment. One's loose though. And they do play it out wide. Clayton stands firm. He's being helped out by Adieli. And Fearon steps in. And tries to set Ajala on his way. Fearon's done well since the mistake. It led to Paris Saint-Germain's opener. Has not let it get to him. Winning the ball back in some key areas for West Ham. There's Zinga. Jose. Again, PSG forced backwards. Fortunate not to give it away there instead. With a promising attack of their own developing. With Jantu. For Batram and out for a corner. Some of their best moments have come from wide areas. Paris Saint-Germain. Jantu up against Batram has been an interesting battle. Here's delivery headed away. The second effort is controlled. And the path of the Ajala. West Ham wanted the foul. Now Kamara. And he's just drifted inside. Caffey. Offside trap, played really smartly there to catch Sangare. Just moving into the final 5 minutes now of this first half, after which Sangare gave the hosts the lead. It's been all West Ham since then. Definitely looking for that bag, and all Batram bursting forward. Involve their fullbacks in attacks, West Ham. Cleared across the face of Jala, almost got a touch on it. Fearon. On to Rigger. Fearon gets a touch. Ajala tried to work it onto his right foot for a shot. He was coming across to deny him. They continue to threaten. It was a positive touch from Zagiru. Drive into space, a pick out Caffey. And he's got Njanto on the move. Njanto with a shooting opportunity. It was too central and too high, just looking to bend it into that far corner. That's their best chance since the PSG goal. Again, it's Njanto causing the most problems to that West Ham defence. And after he'd beaten Batram, kind of expected the net to bulge, but couldn't hit the target. West Ham survive. That is a warning sign. They do still possess numerous threats in attack. Goes out for throw into West Ham, which they will take their time over. Face and crucial touch from Golan Bekis. Move still alive. Batram doing well to block that shot. Just some sloppiness in possession creeping in from West Ham. Just got to see this half out. Cordier. Njanto. Doing well. And it goes. Nicely by Ajala. With a touch to Rigger. Interference. absorbing first half, which is brought to a close. Paris Saint-Germain got their noses in front early through Sangare, but West Ham, who have been really impressive, found the route back into the game through Lewis Orford at the end of a lovely move. And Josh Ajala completing the comeback, but that was the mistake from Fearon. Head in hands. Clean finish from Sangare, who's had little else to feed on. And this was Orford involved at the start of the move. And then bursting into the box to receive that from Swire. West Ham were back level. And things would get even better, with Swire again involved. Via a couple of deflections, it fell finally for Ajala, who ensures that it's West Ham United who lead by 2-1 at the break in this friendly. And we will be back with you for the second half. So welcome back for the second half of Paris Saint-Germain Espoir versus West Ham under-21s. The Hammers entered the break with the lead. Lewis Orford and Josh Ajala with the goals after Hamidou Sangare had put Paris Saint-Germain in front. What a response it was. And we're hoping for more of the same. West Ham were well on top. Paris Saint-Germain did carve out a couple of chances towards the end of that first half, just keeping West Ham honest. And it is Paris Saint-Germain who resume this friendly, taking place at this wonderful complex, brand new facility. West Ham start the half on the front foot. That looked like a free kick, not given. Sean Moore off the bench and straight into the action. With the press, looking to win it back high up the pitch, and they have done with Adieli. Oh, and Fearon missed his kick. Orford did as well, although there were bodies in the way of Orford. But just as it was in the first half, West Ham get an opportunity straight from the restart. Adieli's ball across was just too pacey for Fearon, perhaps. And Orford didn't have a clear path to get the shot away cleanly. It's a deep corner. First contact is made, but not the second, and PSG can get it away. But exactly what West Ham would have wanted. To start this second half. Here's Meyers. Confidently worked between Meyers and Herrick. Fearon. Nice touch from Ajala. Rigger's in space, and it's he who collects. Moved on to Adieli, just too short from Rigger. Looks like some lasting damage from that challenge. Perhaps Adieli just caught Zaig as they collided. Seems to be okay. Poor touch from Rigger. Almost onto it. And now Moore will look to cause problems. He's made an instant impact since coming off the bench. Kamara. And now Zaig. Good defensive work from Adieli. That's a lovely touch and turn. Free kick won by Orford. return. And very positive. Fearon winning it back. Riga. Head inside to Ajala. And they've got numbers forward here, West Ham. Moore trying to get on the end of that ball in from Batchram. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps playing with a slightly higher defensive line in the second half. Looking for a route back into the game as Sangare looks to help provide it. Zinga. Penalised the handball. Diaby looked to advance. Poirier. Now Zinga. PSG looking to plot their way through this firm and resolute West Ham defence. Zay might have the beating of Clayton here, and it's pulled back into a brilliant area, but the finish didn't match the pass. Caffey going close, really good work from Zaig initially, showing great pace down that right hand side, and he was just leaning back there, Caffey, as he looked to apply the finish that would have got Paris Saint-Germain all square again. Wilford goes down and does get the free kick. Clayton. It's been a game with plenty of chances. Both teams could have easily had a greater tally than what they do have, especially West Ham, who look to build again with Riga. Adieli has got Clayton bombing on. He's also got Fearon. To a decent area. Ajala wasn't quite on the scene. Really quick move forward. A well-timed run from Fearon. Just too close to the goalkeeper with that delivery. Cordier. And now Sangare. Important header away. And then calmly dealt with by Orford. Moore has stayed down. West Ham continue though. Referee decided to halt proceedings to check on the substitute Sean Moore. He will need some attention by the looks of things. Saint-Germain have And very close at the start of this half too. Restoring parity. Caffey knew how big an opportunity it was. It has been a wide open game. Element of fortune, of course, about the goal that put West Ham in front. Nothing fortunate about Lewis Orford's effort, mind. Lovely 1-2 between him and Swire, who has now sat down on the bench, having made a great impact, involved in both goals. And hopefully Moore is able to continue. He's scored 5 this season. A couple of assists as well to his name for the Ireland under-21 international. We are now ready to go again. Adieli. More aggressive in the press from Paris Saint-Germain. Zinga. Lifted forward, dealt with by Clayton. Adieli loses out though, and here's Zaig. Early cross, good one. In the end, they just scramble it behind via Batram for another Paris Saint-Germain corner down their left-hand side. Important touch from Meyers as the ball came in. Whipped in, and it's flicked on at the near post and forced a good save. And that's off target. That was the better opportunity. Oh, an excellent stop from Herrick in the first place. But that's as close as Paris Saint-Germain have come to one of the many set pieces they've had from that side. Kamara going close. West Ham relieved to see the second attempt go over the bar as Ajala has Adieli to his left. He slides it in. Adieli nudged over. Free kick is given. Just felt the contact. Yellow card issued to Zaig, who just lost the foot race with Adieli. Knew the contact was coming. Clever play from the wide man. And after PSG just went close with a set piece from their left-hand side, West Ham have one on the same flank, right on the edge of the penalty area. Lots of options in terms of how to play this. Adieli's waiting on the edge. Plenty in the middle too. Golombek is in there. Meyers has gone forward. They go short to create the better angle. It doesn't come off. And the play has to be stopped again for another injury. Zaig, who just went into the book, who is down. Not for the first time in the second half. He's been in the wars. Not sure. Oh, he sustained it. In the wall and Took a whack. Not sure exactly where on his body. He seems to be getting back to his feet. Half an hour to play. West Ham do still hold the advantage as Paris Saint-Germain will turn to their bench. Zion Chute Tilamio being readied. It's an attacking change. Got his head up quickly and perhaps hoping more than expecting that somebody will be arriving into that area. Rigger, and he was just trying to cushion that into the path of Ajala, who had made a good run. Nice idea from Rigger. Really stolen the ball off Paris Saint-Germain several times in both halves, right from the first whistle. And that's what these games are for. Paris Saint-Germain getting some reps in. They clearly want to play this style of short passing out from the back. Can pay dividends, of course, but it's been their downfall at times this afternoon. Opportunity here, though. And another good ball into the box, and it's well claimed by Herrick. Those wide areas again being targeted by the home side. West Ham fullbacks have had to be on their guard as Moore loses that battle. No problem for Herrick. He's been called into action a few times. Given away again. Free kick conceded by Rigger. It wasn't his mistake initially. Given away far too cheaply to Axel Tate. That's another set piece, and again it's a promising one. I wonder if it's just outside of shooting range. Kamara strides forward. And they're lining up. Well, it looked like they were lining up to cross one in, but they've gone short, looking for a better angle to deliver from. Zaig. Wolford trying to stay tight to Cordier. Tape. Zaig. Good tackle from Adiele. And that was an important touch too by Tate to stop Ajala from bursting away. Some momentum building for Paris Saint-Germain. Had the Lions' share of possession in this second period. Unable to make it count so far, but they have had their chances. And that loose touch prevents another opportunity. offside flag goes up. I wondered if he was in his own half there more. Assistant referee thought otherwise. And more changes are afoot. Fearon making his way towards the touchline. Tyron Akpata, a real mainstay of the West Ham under-21s this season, comes on with 25 minutes to go. He's played 19 of West Ham's 20 Premier League 2 games this term. Akpata, he's only 18. He made 23 appearances last season for the under-20 and under-18s rather as well. So he's got lots of experience, lots of mileage on the clock despite such a tender age. Real key component of that West Ham midfield. Free kick goes Paris Saint-Germain's way. Nice turn from Tate. Centre back today, but he can play in midfield. Paris Saint-Germain's number 12. And that was on full display there with the turn, but now it's Orford. On to Adieli. Riga holds his run. Adieli keeps going. Went down under the challenge of Zeg, but it was a fair one. He's giving it away to Orford though. Riga! Akpata loses his footing. Keeps it alive though. Moore. In the end, he was crowded out. Riga watched that onto his right foot. He's having to track back now. And look at the space here. Olymbeckis comes across and makes the block. Good defending from him. Positioned himself perfectly. The 17-year-old. But West Ham were far too stretched there. Looking to kill the game off, but almost committed too many men forward. Tony dispossessed. Eric took a touch and played it out towards Moore. Certainly looking bright since the changes, Paris Saint-Germain. More numbers in the final third. One back for West Ham. Here's Tate. To play one into the channel. It's a good ball too. And it's in. They've got the leveller, and it has been coming these last few moments. And it comes down the right-hand side this time. Zeg, who has got forward so well throughout this second half, laying it on a plate. West Ham weren't quick enough. They went through several bodies. And Jantu, who was lively in the first half, makes an impact in the second. And West Ham have to go again. And they're going to make changes now, it looks like. 3 of them, in fact. Chinaza Nwosu, Andre DK, Brad Dolligan, who's been on loan at Aldershot, going to get a run out. And the fresh legs certainly helped Paris Saint-Germain in the last 5 minutes, and the hope for West Ham will be the same can be applied to themselves in this final 20 minutes. Whatever happened, it's been a really useful exercise, this, for West Ham. They were much the better side in the first half, but Paris Saint-Germain have really come back at them here. And who would pick a winner now? I'm sure both teams would like to go for it. Those changes for West Ham coming in, attacking areas, perhaps looking to get back to that high energy press we saw early doors. That's all of the outfield changes available to West Ham. They've all been made. Oh, given away by Herrick. Fortunate that Sangare's touch wasn't better. He can't have been expecting it. They want it back again though, and they'll get a corner, and it's all Paris Saint-Germain. Bit of afters with Adieli involved. Referee just ensuring that situation doesn't boil over. They've got to ride this out, West Ham. Been a real onslaught. Oh, and it's scrappy. Somehow Herrick managed to keep it from going into the back of his net. It was a wicked delivery, but nobody attacking it from a West Ham perspective. Herrick just scrambling it away. And it's all getting ropey back there. These set pieces are causing havoc. It really wasn't defended convincingly. Herrick did well not only to get a touch on it, but to just get it out of the 6-yard box. And he's backtracked this time, and it's high and wide by Kone. It'll just give West Ham a breather. They've been under the cosh. Maybe a change of goalkeeper. Paris Saint-Germain. Brian Francillone replacing Louis Mouquet. This time they're going to do the same. Herrick's last action was that excellent stop from the corner. Finlay Hooper takes his place. "17-year-old. Offside flag against Sean Moore. Just not been able to put those moves together in the second half. The game has been, of course, disrupted by some injuries and some substitutions. Just had much better rhythm in that first half, West Ham. Still 15 minutes to go. Still time to find a way through again. Same applies, of course, to Paris Saint-Germain, who went at it in the first half, but have been dominant in the second, and they're hungry for more. Really nice play. And Kone is offside this time. Alan Wosu, 16-year-old England under-17 international. And that's a really promising situation for Batchram. Trying to find Dolligan. Now it's Taitamalio. And that by Dolligan. Batchram wants support. Now Pata. Ford just dropping in a bit deeper. There's Ali, who's not stopped all afternoon. And DK. Back now, West Ham. Ball intercepted by Neyers. Okay. Tied to Lamio. For Kone. Saint-Germain patient again. Comes for Schneider-Lamir again. Positive run forward, and they're looking to get Zagin behind again. Beckes came across. But a corner has been given. Bit of confusion. But the referee is signalling for a corner, and that has spelt danger for West Ham on several occasions. Lamio providing the option to go short, but it is going to be delivered into the box. And Beckes gets it away. Cordier floats it in. Zag went over. Goal kick. Another change for Paris Saint-Germain. We are going to see Hugo Kisanga and Enzo Legris. is now both benches emptied. With 10 minutes to go. Paris Saint-Germain 2, West Ham United 2. West Ham did lead 2-1 at half-time. Haven't had much to celebrate since the break. A good outing, excellent preparation for the playoffs, which will come at the end of this month. We will soon learn who West Ham's opponents will be. As it stands, it's Sunderland. But if Liverpool can beat Aston Villa, then they will move above Everton and drop Everton down into 13th place. West Ham, of course, finishing 4th. We'll play against that team in 13th, so that's all to come. Of course, if it was Sunderland, that would be a repeat of last season's post-season match, where West Ham were eliminated. Kone. It's another finish for him that doesn't quite come off. Just didn't get his foot through the ball. It was a good touch initially. Mayer's perhaps putting him off. It's not quite been his afternoon in front of goal. Offers a very different threat to Sangare. Do West Ham have one more chance in them? They'd love to. Just waited too long before delivering the ball, but it's well won back. Now at Pata. Adieli, how much is left in his legs? He's got DK. Oh, and the flick at the near post. Took a touch, according to West Ham. Dolligan going in, but the referee has awarded a goal kick. West Ham not too happy about that. Always inevitable, of course, that a bit of the rhythm of the game has just been sucked out of it by all the stoppages and changes. First half was riveting. Second half not quite lived up to it, but it's still been an entertaining affair all round. Pata. Now Dolligan. Pata. Wosu. Came off Adieli. And the move breaks down. It's kind of been the story of the second half. Contesting for it, giving away the free kick and going into the book. It's both he and Yoram Zaig, Paris Saint-Germain, that have been written down into the referee's notebook. Been played in a good spirit this game. Both sides have wanted to win it. Paris Paris Saint-Germain keeping up that intensity now as they look for Kone, who brings it down. And shot first time. Couldn't get a clean contact on it. For either team to find something. Sangare. Nice feet. He's got Kone on the move. Patter winning it back. Down the line by Adieli. It's a useful ball actually for Dolligan. It looks as though he's earned his team a throw. Never gave up on that, Dolligan. Adieli's really put a shift in on that left-hand side, no wonder. He's starting to look a little bit tired. Wosu. Zag. Sangare. A lot more comfortable in possession now, Paris Saint-Germain. Got another crossing opportunity. Sangare. There it is. They found the late winner. Paris Saint-Germain have been pushing for that for the majority of this second half. And again, it comes from wide areas. This time from the left, wicked delivery. Meyers was trying to deal with Kone, and there was no one there to prevent Sangare from firing Paris Saint-Germain into a 3-2 lead with just a couple of minutes to go. And surely that is going to be decisive. Credit to West Ham, they've put up a spirited display against a Paris Saint-Germain team that is made up of mostly title-winning under-19 players from last season in France. And they will, of course, look to salvage something, but in truth, they've just not been able to replicate that first half performance where they were the much better side. Can happen, of course, in friendly matches. You just lose that rhythm with all the changes. The main objective was to just get another game into some of these players rather than have that extended break between the end of the regular season and the playoffs, which will come at the end of the month. So an excellent outing in that regard. A couple of nice goals to take home with them. Lewis Orford's the pick of the two in terms of the move. But it does look like it's going to be a defeat unless they can carve out one more chance. They are going to get a free kick thanks to that piece of work from DK. And this is definitely a shooting position, you would think, at this stage. Patter stands over it. Orford you would suspect will be interested. It's right on the edge. Walford has placed it down with intent. Referee just moving it back a foot or two, but if anything, that makes it easier to get it up and down. The wall covering the near post. They're just shuffling across. So it all comes down to Lewis Orford. Final chance. Into the wall. Got to go back in from Adieli or from Batram. West Ham throw, and they are in a hurry. Can they pick out a cross? Got it. Dolligan. And they've got a corner. One more chance for West Ham United. They've already come from behind once this afternoon. Can they have the final say? Pretty much everybody forward. Orford's at the back post. Wallenbeck tried to bundle it in. And now, well, they looked as though they were going to transition their Paris Saint-Germain, but it's Orford again. And they're going to get another go, and it's just wide. Well, that was the chance. Sean Moore cutting in. Did so well to work a yard for a shot. Couldn't apply the finish. Well, you wonder where this energy has come from for West Ham. They looked down and out about 10 minutes ago. You just wonder if this has all come a bit too late. We'll see how long the referee chooses to play on. There's Adieli. Has to go forward, you would think. Walford does that. It's helped on to Dolligan. And he's offside. Paris Saint-Germain held their line well, and that might be their final task of the afternoon. Zague, he couldn't bring it in. West Ham are quick about this. They can carve out one more chance perhaps. Adieli. Wallenbeck now. Continues his run forward after laying it off. Now Orford. Floats one up towards Adieli. The referee brings that back for a foul by the West Ham forward. Just eating up some clock here. Zague getting back to his feet. He's been excellent today, Yoram Zague, from a defensive and offensive perspective. Looks a real prospect. Sets up the equaliser. This is a good run. Cordier. No flag. Wallenbeck is standing firm. Kone turns and sets it up for number 4 via the deflection. And West Ham, in searching for the equaliser, have shipped the fourth. Perhaps it flatters Paris Saint-Germain. The deflection, completely wrong-footed hooper. But they came forward with pace and have sealed victory. Ibrahima Diaby absolutely delighted to get in on the act. And it is Paris Saint-Germain 4, West Ham United 2. And they look disappointed, but they shouldn't be. They've played well, especially in the first half, but it is defeat. The hosts have come out on top. A late rally. And West Ham, who played so well in the first half, goals from Lewis Orford and Josh Ajala got them into a winning position. They couldn't see it out. The quality of Paris Saint-Germain there for all to see in the end. But some good minutes into legs for West Ham. 17 players involved, and against high quality opposition like this, the ideal preparation for the Premier League 2 playoffs. Final score, Paris Saint-Germain 4, West Ham United 2.